Ms. Hall, anything you want to say? And I will, for the record, acknowledge Ms. Hall successfully completed recovery court. She graduated. She was able to do it, but she relapsed right when she got released. So, I mean, obviously, we have some work ahead of us. All right, Ms. Hall. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Angelina Hall. File number 25-22152FH. Ms. Hall is represented by Rhonda Underwood. So, Ms. Underwood, have you had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report with your client? Oh, you're muted, Ms. Underwood.
I apologize. I have, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Hall, you've had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Hall, you've had an opportunity to discuss that with your attorney?
Yes, I have.
Are you satisfied with your attorney and the advice that she has given you?
Yes, I have.
All right. Ms. Underwood, do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in the pre-sentence report?
I don't believe we do, Your Honor.
All right. Does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior? Oh, go ahead, Ms. Underwood.
There was one issue. There were a couple of kind of sensitive issues in Ms. Hall's history that she wanted to make clear. The names attributed were not correct. And I don't know.
Is that family members?
Okay,
Hold on. Are we talking about her family members?
well,
Okay.
my son, like what he had been charged for, was not correct.
Her son is not incarcerated for
Murder.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, hold on. I'm not sure. So
His name is not in there, I don't think.
you're kind of breaking up. So Ms. Hall, I have your son listed, age 18, living in Adrian.
He's in boot camp. He graduates actually the 1st. But they said that he was incarcerated for murder, a murder charge. And that's not true. You and I both know that. And then one was the rape, was the name was missed. They put my rape as, okay.
Okay, hold on, because I'm looking, where does it say?
Okay,
It's in the kind of in the background, Your Honor.
okay, one of them's on page 9.
Okay, that's what I need. Thank you. So
Yeah,
I didn't go back that far. So
one's on page 9 for what my rape that happened to me in the last 2 years. They said it was an Anthony Watson. That's not true. It was Jason Boone, honestly. Then the other one was, hold on, I got it all written. I circled it because I was really upset about it. Oh, right here, page 1 on the pre-sentence investigation, right before the compass chart. It says the defendant has 5 children, 3 different men, 2 in which have been adopted by her cousin. Her son is currently in prison on severe charges related to a murder.
Okay. Okay, he's in boot camp. I don't think, Mr. Moore, I sent him to boot camp from prison. I think I sent him to boot camp, right?
From Lenawee County Jail.
Okay, she didn't say he was convicted of murder. It says that it was related to a murder. So I'd have to, it didn't say he's convicted of murder.
Yeah, it wasn't related to a murder.
Okay, well, I would need time to look into that. So
we're just gonna put down her son is currently in boot camp.
Yeah.
And then we'll just
I just
strike
don't
the
want
rest
him
of
to be
it.
labeled like that. I mean, it's bad enough what he's done, but.
Okay. All right, so we will make that, we'll strike the rest of it. It'll just say your son is currently in boot camp. Okay. And you said his name was spelled wrong on the family part?
No, and no, they did spell my Zaylen's name wrong.
All right,
They
spell
spelled
it.
it Zealyn.
And how do you spell it?
That's how I spell it. I'm sorry. They spelled it Zeay, I think Lyn.
I have Zealyn.
Zealyn. Yep.
Anything else?
No, other than it says that substantially, when I was discharged from probation, she immediately relapsed on alcohol and marijuana in 2023. Her relapse on crack cocaine substance and being raped by an Anthony Watson. That's not, it was somebody else.
Okay, we changed that. All right.
Okay. Yep. And then that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you
Ms.
for
Underwood,
fixing that.
okay, anything else, Ms. Underwood, you wish to explain or challenge?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right, does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defect?
It does not.
The probation department has calculated the minimum sentencing guidelines to be 0 to 11 months. Do you agree with that computation of guidelines?
We would agree with that, Your Honor.
All right, before the court passes sentence, is there anything you'd like to say on behalf of Ms. Hall?
Just that Ms. Hall realizes there's a point in life where you have to put on your big girl pants and act your age. And she understands that running from the police is never a good idea. She's spoken with Ms. Teskey, and I think the opportunity for Ms. Hall to go to recovery court is an excellent idea. She welcomes that. She's excited about it. We would ask, I know the recommendation is 6 months incarceration, but we would ask that a bed be found for Ms. Hall immediately, Your Honor, and she begin recovery court. Because I think Ms. Hall knows how to work. She can get back to work. She knows how to do this, Your Honor. I think the sooner we let her prove herself to the probation department, the happier everyone will be. Thank you.
Ms. Hall, anything you want to say? And I will, for the record, acknowledge Ms. Hall successfully completed recovery court. She graduated. She was able to do it, but she relapsed right when she got released. So, I mean, obviously, we know we have some work ahead of us. So, Ms. Hall, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
Just that I asked for drug court. I knew at sentencing I had no more upfront jail time on this charge. I knew that was coming, but I know what I need for me to structure myself. After I got released, I got raped. And when I got raped at 41 years old, it took my soul and I just gave up. I didn't care about anything anymore. I do have a bed. Patsy Martinez has me a bed ready with some Colin Vargas at the Hope House for Wednesday. I don't know if she said she was talking with, but she told my daughter she had to talk with Tom Moore and whoever else, but she would be here to pick me up. I didn't know if that was correct or what was going on, but I'm asking if it be possible that I just start and do what I need. I need counseling this time. I need a lot of stuff. I almost lost my life. It's a lot of PTSD this time. I need to deal with me, not just my substance abuse. It's me now. And my kids see me, my grandkids see me. My son's going to be being released, and I can't even be at his graduation because, and this is a big accomplishment for him that he finished this program, and I'm proud of him for it. But I just want him to know that I'm home and I'm doing the best I can once I get to treatment. He'll know what time it is. I've done great before. I am probation material. I can do it, and I will do it.
All right, and Ms. Teskey is out right now, so Mr. Moore will be supervising recovery court, just so you know that, Ms. Hall, until
Okay.
Ms. Teskey gets back. So in determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, potential for reformation, vindication for the law, and the protection of society. So, Ms. Hall, obviously the court is well aware of the generational trauma you've experienced, the trauma that's been perpetrated against you, and also that you fought to survive in. I do think recovery court, again, because you can always do it again, is a great option for you. So it's sentence of the court that you'll be placed on probation for a period of 3 years. I'm going to order that you pay $750 in court costs, $68 in state costs, $130 crime victim rights fee. There's a $30 per month supervision fee, $60 if we need to place you on tether. I'm going to order the 6 months in Lenawee County Jail, but you can be released to an inpatient facility. So Mr. Moore can work to try to find a bed to release you to. You mentioned you've already had some contact with Hope House. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. I will give you credit for 52 days in Lenawee County Jail. You've already served. Yes, you are a hard worker, as you stated. So a term of probation is that you work a minimum of 30 hours per week, but understand in phase one, we're more concerned with you getting services than working 30 hours a week. And you understand, of course, that any job you work must be able to be flexible with you with regard to recovery court, not to use or possess alcohol, not to use or possess any controlled substances, which includes marijuana. Even if it is legal in the state of Michigan, it is not legal under federal law, and we receive federal grants. And we don't want to risk losing those for the recovery court program, so you can't use marijuana. You must not use or possess any controlled substances or paraphernalia, live with anybody that has them, have them in your home. That includes alcohol as well. Enter and complete any outpatient residential substance abuse treatment, psychological evaluation. Probation department can enter into your residence at any time for supervision purposes. You must submit to search of your person or property, including your house, your car, your backpack, your purse, whatever it might be, your phone, without need of warrant, if the agent has a reasonable cause to believe you have items which violate the condition of your probation. You must report arrest and police contact, loss of employment, change of residence within 24 hours to the probation department. You must obey and comply with all other terms of your probation. Anything else, Mr. Moore?
No, that sounds good. I did speak with Patty regarding this also. Probably be working with Hope House.
All right, so as soon as we can get a bed available, you'll be moved to that facility. Understand if you leave the program or get kicked out, that'll be a violation of your probation. You know all this. I know you have the tool set and the skill set. So just, we're going to work harder on the other issues as well. You do have a right to appeal this sentence, and we're going to send over to the jail 3 copies of your notice of right to appellate review. We're going to have you sign 1 copy for our records. The other copies are for you. If you wish to appeal the sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. Ms. Hall, I'm glad you're back. I was worried about the people in recovery court that take off because I expect to see them on the overdose log or, die of some other reasons. So I'm glad you're back, and we can just start over, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.